Hi, I'm Tatiana Dyachenko, and this video is about how to cancel narcissistic mother-in-law negative programming. In my previous video, I talked about Karina, who called her mother-in-law hoping to get an advice about her marriage, but instead she got insensitive comments which almost destroyed her marriage. Karina fell down even before calling her husband's mother, but after the call, she became really depressed and she thought her marriage is over. How to get rid of a spell of the narcissistic mother-in-law? I recommend to use EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. And to know more about narcissistic abuse and how to stop being a victim, please subscribe to my channel, click the button below this video and the bell, and you will get notification about my next videos. When you are talking with a narcissist, their words sometimes are working as a self-fulfilling prophecy because of all the emotions you're experiencing. This is why it's so important to release the charge you got during the conversation. An EFT is the best solution. Emotional freedom technique is a combination of cognitive, behavioral, and energy psychology techniques, and it represents the best of two worlds, Western and Eastern psychology. When you're repeating the statements, you are expressing your feelings and your thoughts, and when you are tapping on acupuncture points, it helps you to release the energy charge out of your system, and you are working on all levels, mental, emotional, and energetical. How to use EFT in this case? You mentally go over the conversation and stop in the moment of the highest emotions. Write down all her words, your mother-in-law words, your feelings, your thoughts, and sensations in your body, and rate your emotions on the scale from 0 to 10. Writing is very important because it helps you to keep on track and not to get distracted, and release this specific energy charge and see the dynamic, what was before and what is after. For Karina, the most painful and programming phrase was, "I guess history repeats itself." This is what her mother-in-law said. And she feels horrifying fear, and she found an image of this fear. It's a knot in her stomach, green color, and she called it Gena the crocodile. This is like a ball in her stomach, tension. And her thoughts, divorce is inevitable. David is like his father, he is secretive and withdrawn, and our relationship is not working. And this is how we tap on this. We are beginning with karate point. Number 1, history repeats itself. Even though history repeats itself, I deeply, completely love and accept myself. And karate point 2. Even though I feel that divorce is inevitable, I deeply, completely love and accept myself. The top of the head. She said, history repeats itself. David is like his father. He is secretive and withdrawn. I feel horrifying fear. Eyebrows. He is like his father. My mother-in-law divorced his father, and I will divorce David. I feel horrifying fear. On the side of the eyes, this horrifying fear is like a green knot in my stomach, and I call it Gena the crocodile, and the fear is 8 out of 10. Under the eyes, my husband is like his father. He will never change, and history repeats itself. We will divorce. Under the nose, it's horrifying. I love my husband, but I should divorce because history repeats itself. I feel fear. It's like a green knot in my stomach, under the lip. History repeats itself. I can't believe we should divorce. She said it with such an enthusiasm. It means it will happen for sure. Under the collarbones. David is like his father. My mother-in-law divorced her husband and I should divorce mine. And I feel horrifying fear. It's like a knot in my stomach, and I rate my fear an 8 out of 10, and the color is green, and I call it Geno the crocodile. History repeats itself. Under the arm. Even though she said history repeats itself, I deeply, completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel like divorce is inevitable, I deeply, completely love and accept myself. And now take a deep breath and breathe out and rate your fear on the scale from 0 to 10 and see if it's changed. And keep tapping on it like this until negative charge will be at least 1 or 2, ideally 0. Normally it takes 3 rounds, and when you get 0, progress to the next part of conversation and tap on it. Sometimes it requires several days to release all negative charge from your mother-in-law spell, but it's worth it. And to avoid being programmed again, the best way is not to contact her anymore. And if you have to contact her, detach yourself emotionally. And every time she says something like this, say to yourself, you are lying. You have no power over my life and my love. And look at her as small and insignificant, distant person, which doesn't have power over you. And I wish you to be aware and strong. And if you like this video, click like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. See you next time. It was Tatiana Dyachenko.